Is Dogecoin making a comeback? All right, we're going to talk about the price of Dogecoin right now in this video. We're going to look into the fact that Dogecoin may be regaining some momentum here on the charts. We've had a great day overall in crypto. I'm going to share with you guys kind of where I'm at and all that, but let's get down into it. And if you are new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please join us. We do talk crypto each and every single day, but we're going to look into Dogecoin and if the price of Doge is regaining some of its momentum, okay? This has been something where in the last 24 hours, as we look at the crypto bubbles, I was just looking at Pepe, but Dogecoin up 6.5%. We are back into that 1698 territory, okay? And that's something where it would not shock me whatsoever. Obviously, it's not financial advice, guys, but if Dogecoin got back to around a quarter, I would not be shocked whatsoever, okay? We've seen some softening with the tensions going on in the Middle East. Also, we have had the trade deal comments from Donald Trump, I think is why the market is moving as we looked right now, as he said he will not be extending the tariffs, the reciprocal tariffs past July 9th. But I want to kind of get into the comments here about Dogecoin and if we are going to see this momentum kind of take full shape, okay? But before we get going, I want to get into one of the sponsors of the channel. This is Sapphire Studios, okay? We're going to talk about this game coming out. So if you guys are into gaming, crypto, in Web3, I do want to share with you guys a quick video. But what right now we have going on here is a game that's currently in their beta phase. You can download it from the Android or iOS store. It's a downloadable game within the SST token that you will use in-game, and right now if you do use my link down below in the description, you will get 10% bonus tokens on your buy. So check out this quick video and you can learn more about what they're doing. This is Gold Inc. that is backed by Sapphire Studios, and if you are into crypto gaming, Web3, download the game at the bare minimum and check it out, experience the gameplay. For me, guys, it's something similar to Command and Conquer, so if you are into the meme coin kind of gaming arena within Web3, this one will be a hit if you do want to check it out, okay?
My name's Colin Stone. I've been reviewing entertainment for more than a decade, and let me tell you, Gold Inc. very well could be the most addictive game ever built. Imagine a game that allows you to build a realistic mine with real-world profits, mining real-world gold and assets while battling it out for land and resources in an open-player governed game world with 10,000 bloodthirsty people. All that alongside your closest friends 24/7. That's exactly what Gold Inc. is. It's more than a game, it's a lifestyle. Gold Inc. is one of the most expansive, massive multiplayer games on mobile and the first truly freedom-oriented open-world MMOs with a player-run economy. In Gold Inc., you run your own realistic gold mines, own land with real-world value, manage your company, and at the same time, work hard to defend you and your friends' assets against competing alliances. Don't want to play by the rules? No problem. You can build up a military with your friends and make money by pillaging gold from rivals. Become powerful enough and you could even take the king's seat and make a hefty real-world income collecting taxes from everyone. The creators of Gold Inc. wanted to break the mold by making an open mobile game with no rules. A game that blended game and reality that people would want to invest years into. And in my opinion, they've more than accomplished that goal. They created a new genre of open gaming. Finally, don't wait. Download Gold Inc. now because they are only letting so many players into their first launch phase. The sooner you get in, the more your account will be worth because all the alliances are new and will be at the same level for a very short time. Now is the easiest time to get that king spot. That's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. This is your sign to download Gold Inc. today.
So there you have it, guys. I wanted to share with you guys that. So think Command and Conquer, MMO. If you're into crypto gaming, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that link will be down below in the description. And also, like I said, 10% bonus tokens if you do choose to buy into SST. Also, iOS, Android, check out the stores where you can download Gold Inc., play around with it, and see if you like the game. All right, so that's kind of what I got. Make sure you do your research and due diligence within this project, okay? But as we get back into Dogecoin, all right, after we've recovered from a small slip. Now, this is where you see Dogecoin, like we talked about, in that 16, 17 cents territory. We have to look into what Bitcoin's been doing a little bit as well, as we're pressing 110,000. Okay, we've kind of sold off a little bit, but Bitcoin was pressing 110,000 as you look at their chart. And we all know how Dogecoin trades eerily similar alongside Bitcoin. And a lot of people kind of wonder, why do people buy Dogecoin? And I had to answer that question in a couple different ways just recently when I was talking with a coworker, and it's almost more so different than a meme coin, right? Once you reach a certain point and the community grows to a certain level, you're not a meme coin anymore. And Dogecoin has a lot of purpose and utility. And I think that as we look into, just the prospects of even that payment structure integration on X, that's just a tip of the iceberg, in my personal opinion, for Doge. And if I am going to be talking about, Doge, SHIB, Pepe, it's very hard not to have Dogecoin number one, in my personal opinion. Okay. But as we look back into kind of what's happening, this is where we look for the recovery of Dogecoin's price action after that momentum that we have gotten. Unfortunately, there has been a little bit of a stall, if you will, because I talked about how we boomed, and then now we've sold off a little bit as Bitcoin was at 109.7 and now trading at like 108. So there is a little bit of selling off going on right now, but the trends that we do see with Dogecoin and Bitcoin, it's easy to kind of understand why a lot of people are banking on Dogecoin to continue this momentum. But within this direction, okay, it's kind of right there on the tipping point. Okay, fear and greed. This is something where you look at 50 for Dogecoin. On the other side for Bitcoin, it's at 63. Okay, dominance still remains kind of high for Bitcoin as well, but the market sentiment for Doge is not yet convinced of revealing a bull price. Okay, and that's kind of where we talk about some of the headlines. Elon Musk leaving Doge, that was a negative kind of catalyst, if you will, as Dogecoin basically dropped pretty significantly. But me personally, I think that was more subject to what was going on in the broader market. It's something attributed more so within trade talks as well as the conflict in the Middle East. So keep that in mind. Okay. But as we get back into the charts, I want to share with you guys one last thing on the trading view. We'll give you some premium content here as we do look into my trading indicator. We are still flashing momentum down, okay? Now, this is Bitcoin. As I want to pull up Dogecoin, though, I want to show you a little bit about what I'm looking at, okay? And this is where you see these moving averages right here, okay? We did see a crossover. Now, a lot of times, although this is a lagging indicator, it came very close to this crossover here right now on June 28th. We did get one though on June 18th, but for us, we need to pay attention to that 50 and 200-day SMA. I think that for me, that is kind of where I look for the biggest precursor to a bullish move on the charts. But for Dogecoin, guys, I just really don't think there's in this current valuation. If we zoom out and we look at kind of where we're at, and this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys run to the window, buy Dogecoin or sell Dogecoin. I'll never tell you what to do with your capital. But I just think that really, truly, when you look at all the numbers, you look at all the data, Dogecoin right now at this level, we have very minimal room to go down, but I think the upside still remains strong. And there is a very strong case, I think, where Dogecoin can get back to the 20, 25 cents territory. And a lot of you guys did mock me down below in the comments, but I do feel that really to be the case in my personal opinion. Okay, I think that right now a lot of meme coins and crypto out there, they're pretty much 50% of where I would have their valuation due to this ongoing hesitancy and a lot of the fear that has been in the market since we've had negative trade talks, Trump's in the news every day, and the conflict in the Middle East. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to share with you guys. Leave a comment down below. Where should Dogecoin be headed at? Do you think it's going to get a bump here? Will we continue this momentum? I kind of want to know what you guys are thinking about in that regard. Also, one little last tidbit I did want to kind of mention is the fact that we did form that double bottom for Dogecoin on the chart after we've regained that momentum. And I think that the couple things that we have to kind of highlight here, if we do lower interest rates, a lot of people think it'll be September. Time will tell. Trump's definitely having the heat up with that. But I think that coupling the double bottom that we had at the 15 cents range for Doge, I think this is something where we take that. We take a lot of the momentum here within the volume, seeing a couple spikes that we've had. I think you look at that, and then often the macro does play a big role, where I do think the softening of what, we talked about, the Middle East as well as the tariff talks, if all of that stuff starts to dwindle, we will get very dovish, I think, in my personal opinion, and quite bullish, if you will, for meme coins, where we'll take a day like today where Dogecoin on the charts is up 7.28%, still lagging the likes of Pepe. Pepe was over 11% at one point today, up into the green. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out over the holiday weekend. We'll kind of see and monitor through July 4th. But that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys as we get talking about Dogecoin more. So leave a comment down below. The metrics that I did mention in this video, do you see this being the bull case, or do you think we're going to still consolidate and trade in that 13 to 17 cents range for the intermediate time period until we get pushed over the edge. You know, historically, the summer months have always been kind of lull, if you will, but I kind of wanted to share with you guys where my head's at, because I think that if you really ask me, my honest opinion, I think Dogecoin true valuation should be around 20 to 25 cents as we look at the charts and kind of the data, because I think all of crypto is kind of being suppressed right now about the macro. So that's where my head's at. Obviously, guys, like I said, I'll never tell you to buy or sell crypto. It's not financial advice, but we did talk about another project too, the SST token. If you do want to get involved, download Gold Inc. Links will be down below in the description for that. But I appreciate you guys watching this short video. Thank you again. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you do that on your way out. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.